10,
5
makes
foot 10,
$70,000
not
a
married,
year.
any race,
not married, any race, and not obese.
not
Anybody
obese,
guess?
earning 70,000 per year.
Anybody want to take a guess? What do you think?
18.
18%.
10%.
10%.
15.
15?
12.
What do you think?
10%.
What do you think?
7%.
Yeah.
20.
20? Guys, we went below 100,000. We went below 6 feet tall. It is 1.5% of men that you guys are describing. Now, here's the thing. Here's the reason why we bring this up. I love the looks on your face, by the way. I'm sorry.
Now that we know the numbers pretty much.
Sorry to crush your dreams. But the first part is that number. Now, the second part is, can you get this guy to, 1, have sex with you, 2, be in a relationship with you, 3, be in a relationship with you and not cheat? Now, those numbers get even progressively lower, right?
Okay, here we go.
Welcome, my friends, to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I drop the whole new video. Day's a little bit later than usual, but yeah, I was kind of busy today. Today's video is going to be about a woman that says she will not date a broke man. Now, there's 2 ways to look at this, and how in the past I definitely would be hurt hearing a woman say that, and kind of like, wow, she's superficial and she's a gold digger. Okay, those things may be true. However, I'm going to have her say in her own words why she feels this kind of way. Now, the thing is, though, I always applaud people when they are honest. Because do you want them to lie to you and then spring this onto you like years later that they think like this and it was running underneath the surface and you didn't know as a dude? You rather know now. That way you can weed those women out now. Anyway, let's get to the video like right now.
You're broke when I meet you, you don't stand a chance. Because
what's broke to you? What is defined broke?
You make less than double what I make.
I'm looking at you like that cat. Okay. Double. Sometimes they'll say 2 times and a half the amount that she makes. Now, of course, this depends how much she makes, though. Who knows? She may barely work at all. She might make maybe $100 a week, because she's working part-time at like a bookstore or something like that. And that woman may have that same stipulation, which is reasonable, because as a guy, when you're going out with a girl, you're actually paying for 2. And if you're having kids, you're paying for 3. And for men, that's something that woman will never, she'll understand if she's a single mom, but in a relationship, she'll never understand how much pressure is on the dude. And as men, we usually gladly take the pressure. Not all of us, because some of us are trash, Pookies and Ray Rays, into just using women for whatever we can get out of them. Some of us, not all of us. Anyway, let's see what more she has to say.
Less than double.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a shit ton.
Okay.
But you should be making double what I make. That being said, it's because I've held broke men down. I've been played by broke men. Okay. And personally, it doesn't pay off. So
you women have to leave the Pookies and Ray Rays alone. who are the Pookies and Ray Rays? Usually there are the hood dudes, the guys that have usually a lot of time on their hands. They know how to hustle. They know how to get money, but is in spots, and as fast as they make the money, they spend the money. They are real splurgers. You know, women tend to do that a lot. At least most of the women that I know. But now, however, when I usually say Pookie and Ray Rays, usually I am talking about black men. But what do you call white men that are like grunge or like in a motorcycle gang and stuff like that? Well, I guess that's the white version of Pookies and Ray Rays, and they serve the same function of like just living life day by day. And a lot of women like that because you get that time with the person and you get excitement and you never know what's going to happen. For men that are not like that, once you see that's her pattern of men, you stay away from her. Anyway, and so basically that's her fault for dealing with those types of guys. Not to say that a regular guy may not have taken advantage of her, but I think it's a real low possibility, and I'm pretty sure it was probably hood and street dudes.
So I won't do it again. And it is what it is. It's not hard to find someone who makes twice what I make. I personally attract people who make like a whole spectrum. That being said, if you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you.
Now, this is a big reason why a lot of men do not like dealing with women that make more money than them. Because unlike that movie, what, the Crazy Rich Asians? Yes, I saw that movie. That movie, the woman made more than the guy, but she was bending over backwards, trying to make him feel comfortable, trying to make sure he didn't feel emasculated. I'm pretty sure that is not the case. I've seen women that usually make more than men significantly, even with Pookies and Ray Rays. That's why sometimes I think those types of women, that's like a lawyer or something, will mess with those types of guys because they can manipulate and kind of boss those guys around, have some kind of sense of control. And not to say that every single woman will do that, but I think most women will take in, flaunt herself around if she makes too close the amount of money that you make. I mean, well, God, this thing is driving me nuts. Okay, not on the lower levels. I guess around the 20 or 30 to 40,000, maybe up to 50, 60,000, you might not get this as much. But once you start getting in the six figures, the millionaire parts or something, I believe that those women will start behaving ways as how she say, hey, I thank her for her honesty of how she's going to treat that dude. So to women out here, this is why, and this could be a whole separate video, why a lot of times men is leery about being in a relationship where a woman makes more than he does. Because y'all say y'all don't care about money, but I believe a lot of you are lying when you say that. Because when it comes down to it, or if your friends say something, you turn on him like a rabid dog.
It is what it is. And I reserve the right to do that. And also, if you want to cheat at your own risk, I'm apt to ghost you. And it is what it is because men who make more money than me, they treat me with that same power dynamic.
Wow, I'm not going to ignore that last part she says. So those men that she was dealing with, and that has to be those guys over the six-figure club, was treating her with disrespect and treating her like she's small. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the guy making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year was treating her like that. I mean, it's possible, but as I say, I always think it's like rule of averages. As you get more, like, okay, with men, the more money that we have, a lot of us will behave more arrogant. Not all of us, but more and more of us will do that because we know we're in small supply. Not most women want those types of men, and don't let us have looks and height and even like personality, like swag and stuff to go along with it. Then you're going to get ego. I'm pretty sure if you was to meet a Chris Brown or a Drake, and not just meet them like in a a 1 minute encounter. If you was with them the whole day, you would see that arrogance creep out. The same thing with the women that have money as well. So did she say anything wrong there? I mean, if that's her preferences, then it's fine. And she's letting guys know how she is. So people that's honest like that, I mean, you can look at them sideways, but you can also look at them as like, hey, thank you for telling me the truth. And if you're smart, you would leave a woman like that alone. Because I'm not sure if she's just putting on the front right there, but pretty much she will treat a guy bad, even if the guy does make a little bit more than her, but he doesn't have that type of arrogance with him. If he's too nice, she'll probably start treating him like trash just by that thing that she said. Because I've seen women that don't have that financial power in a relationship, but they still have the power in the relationship because most of them are running their men. And I don't know, I used to didn't see much wrong with that because that was what I saw on TV and what I usually seen. But after Amber Heard, not just her, just numbers of things that I've seen with women of how bad they can be. And while they have a reason to be how they are, I can say the same thing with women that have done stuff to me. So while I agree that people should have a choice, that also goes with men. I can't come down on them if they don't want to date or marry a woman that's fat, that has a kid, that's over a certain age, because that's their preference. And men and women want two different things. So in a relationship out of each other, that is why this bringing to the table thing is always a trick question, because what women are looking for in a man is not necessarily looking for in a woman. In most cases, not in all cases, because pretty sure there are some guys, especially the guys that's like the 50-50 split the bills types of guys, that will look at women a lot differently with the financial stuff. And in a way, get married, maybe that might be better in a way, because if you have all of the money and she gets bored one day, she could just leave you. Yeah. I mean, it hurts to say it, but I mean, it is what it is, like she said. Anyway, that's it with this video. This was going to be a short one, and I'll see you guys soon.
Welcome to 2022, where you can do anything a man can do. I am so excited to finally be here. You are going to love it. Feminism has done so much for women. Do tell. No more aprons, first of all. Oh, do we finally have a butler to cook for us? Oh gosh, no, you'll just eat pre-made greasy crap out of a bag on your way to and from work. I suppose that sounds convenient, so I get to work outside the home? Totally. You get to sit in a cubicle all day while you stare at a computer screen, chugging coffee. So liberating, right? I suppose. I'm at work all day. Will we finally have a Rosie the Robot maid? No, you'll still have to do all the cleaning. That's what your weekends are for, cleaning and laundry. Oh, and errands and yard work. Wait, so I have to work full time plus still manage my home full time? I mean, you want to have it all, right? Okay, but what about my husband? Is he amazing? What? No, you're not married. You live alone with your cat. What? You do date though. A lot. You can just have sex with whoever, whenever you want. That sounds kind of gross actually. Just pick them off of this app. What about pregnancy? Oh, there's this magic pill you take, totally wrecks your hormones, but keeps you from getting pregnant so you can, knock some boots. The pill is magic? Well, it's mostly effective, but don't worry. If by chance you do get pregnant, you can totally just kill the baby by having an abortion. Why would I do that? So you can get back to work, duh. Someone has to fill that cubicle space. Okay, am I at least happy? Yeah.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too? Pindo made it.